So, today I'm coming to you to talk about my review of the physical rehab center that I've been in, which is CareMeridian of Las Vegas on North Buffalo. I first want to say that when I left University Medical Center, which a lot of us locals call UMC, I was first taken to Harmon. And moving along, you don't want to go to Harmon Rehab. That's not good rehab. But let me also say this is not a sponsored review. This is just how I feel about CareMeridian. I came to CareMeridian very delicately. I was transported by AMR Transportation Services, and they are a phenomenal company. I came on a gurney, of course, because of all my injuries, and I've discussed that in previous videos. But when I came to CareMeridian, my nurses right away were very delicate with me. They understood that I was not very mobile. They understood that I needed a lot of care and I needed a lot of assistance. As I discussed in a previous video, we built a trust system, and every week I got stronger, and every week they trusted me to do more and more. So really, CareMeridian is the type of place, they're very communicative with their patients. They really believe in their patients. It's not the type of rehab where you're going to struggle back and forth telling them what you feel you can do and them telling you what you're limited to do. At CareMeridian, they believe in you and they really will invest in you getting better. I mean, it has been a really good experience. But let me talk about the different facets because I don't want this video to be super long. First, I want to talk about the mainline people, the CNAs. My CNAs do an excellent job at answering the call button. My CNAs do a really good job at doing things that are not within their job description. They've helped me clean up. They've helped me with a lot of personal things. They've helped me maneuver around the room at a time when I wasn't very mobile. They're very much the type of CNA staff that if they see that something needs to be taken care of, they do it. They don't even need you to ask. A lot of the times they'll come in, they'll bring water, all of those things very routinely because they know what the patients need and what the patients want each shift. Also, another thing is I like how small their staff is. Occasionally there are people from the agency, but the staff is very small. So if you're someone who's a long-termer like me, then the staff will become like family to you. And that's really the whole feel of the place, like home away from home and family away from family. They will definitely take care of you. Now let's move on to the RNs and the charge nurses. I can't say I had the closest relationship with the charge nurses, but let me say this. The charge nurses here at CareMeridian really jump in. They will change some dressing, change some sheets, help you with a shower. Anything that the other nurses are just too busy, too occupied between, people, which that doesn't happen often, those charge nurses will come from behind that camera and they will put in work. So the charge nurses here are not too good. They get down and they get dirty. I love the RNs because the RNs are like little mommies away from mommies. The best RN there, I would say, is Elena. Elena really took care of me. Elena definitely deals with her patients on much more than just dispensing medication. Elena comes and checks definitely on your physical, definitely on your mental, and she also caters to your emotional needs as well. When Halloween came up, she knew it was very important for all of us, just our rapport being in here, to still be in Halloween spirit, and she made that happen. She even brought us little makeshift costume pieces, and she just made the holiday special. I mean, who wants to be in a rehab center on a holiday? But Elena made it so cool. It was so much fun being in here with Elena on Halloween. We love her to death. Let's see, another thing is the kitchen staff. The kitchen staff definitely will accommodate your needs. If you have allergies or there are things that you just dislike eating, the very first night that you land here or very first day that you land here, they give you a long survey and they take in your needs, and then what they do is they tailor your meals around that. What else does the kitchen do? The kitchen, the most important I want to say about the kitchen is that they will come to your room on a daily basis and they'll let you know your alternatives if something that's on their meal plan doesn't fit with what you like. So you're really treated good. You treated darn good at CareMeridian, okay? Moving along, let me talk about, and I'm going to talk about the admin staff before I talk about the actual physical therapy department, because the physical therapy department obviously is why we're here. It's the meat and butter of this place, and it's most important to talk about. So I'll talk about them a little bit longer. So let me talk about admin. Me personally, with the admin staff, it's just odd to me that this is a business. This is a private business, but you will know the entire administrative staff. They're going to come out and talk to you. They're going to come out and help you. They're going to become everyday faces and names to you. The administrative staff is not different than the actual care staff. Everyone here cares for the patients, and everyone here cares for the facility. You won't find people that say, that's not my job. No, if it needs to get done, it gets done. And I'll tell you something else. I noticed, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, I noticed a lot of the nurses here are friends, and a lot of the nurses here have a good rapport with each other. They have a really good morale here, and they're very positive with the patients, and they're positive with each other. And I think it helps to be in an environment, especially if you're going to be here long term, that the staff gets along real well with each other. Like, they get along with each other, and it's genuine, and they invite you into that. You don't feel like, wow, I just landed here and everybody knows each other and it's gonna be like high school and I'm gonna be sitting at the table by myself. No, they will be all up and in your life. You will not be alone here. And I think it also sets a tone for the patients as well, because I've had a couple of different roommates, because I've been here for 2 months, and all me and my roommates have pretty much gotten along. We've really had a good rapport with each other. But I do have a video coming up about how to be a good roommate in a physical rehab facility, assisted living facility, or long-term care facility. Please watch that video, because this is going to be important. But yeah, the staff makes this place feel beautiful. When you walk in the door, you feel good. And let me say this too. Other companies that do business with them like to be here. Third-party companies, they like to be here, and they also feel like a part of the family and a part of the fold. It just really doesn't feel like a business environment. It really feels like you're going to, be cared for by a distant relative that maybe you didn't know too well, but they got you back. That's how I feel about CareMeridian. They're the cousins I never knew. But I also have to end this, because I don't want to take forever, talking about the physical therapy department, and I'm going to be naming names, okay? My occupational therapist, and your occupational therapist is very important, because they're the people who get you ready to go back into the real world and train you for your real life environments, okay? My occupational therapist was Beth at CareMeridian, and Beth is very patient. Beth is going to address, whatever your issues are that's important. Let's just take care of it right now and get that out the way. She's very human. She's not a robot. I mean, I've literally seen her, because like I said, I had a couple of different roommates go from this side of the curtain to that side of the curtain on a day that me and my roommate had emotional issues and were being, full of tears and crying, and really just go from that patient's issues and problems and address them to coming over to the other side of the curtain and addressing mine. And she's also very big on privacy. Beth is going to keep everyone's stuff in here, I guess. She doesn't go from patient to patient. So you can confide in her very confidential things, and she's not gonna tell. I don't know, she's a real stand-up chick. I like her. And I think also Beth has a type of personality that uplifts everyone. She's gonna find a way to click with everyone, and she's a one-of-a-kind person. I think you can meet a million people and none of them are gonna remind you of Beth. Beth is a one-of-a-kind person. What did Aaliyah say? 1 in a million? Beth is the 1 in a million. And I really love that some of the things that I thought were silly and I didn't want to ask my occupational therapist, that she went there with me. Because everyone knows from my previous video, I was a hit and run victim, and I had all kind of aches and breaks. And I think my feet ran over or something, and I had like a chipped toe, and I had chipped nail polish, and from ICU, surgery, the burn care unit to being here in rehab, I just looked at that chipped toenail polish and looked at it, and it just was like depressing to me. It reminded me so much of my accident. And one day I came to her when I felt a lot better, and I told her, I said, can we take care of it? She said, sure, we're gonna use your session, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do your feet. And we did my feet, and we did a great job on my feet. So I love Beth. She has your back. I love her. My physical therapist, which is the most important person in your whole experience here, was Candace. And let me just get into it, because if Candace ever sees this, she knows I say it in her face. Candace is very thorough. Candace is also the type of person that it doesn't feel like it's from the book. It feels like she's been doing this forever, and it feels like she just knows what it takes to put you back together. Me and Candace always had our back and forth. She'd be like, no, you can do it. And I'd be like, I don't know if I can do it, Candace. And she'd be like, you gonna do it. And I did it, and I always succeeded at it. So Candace, phenomenal. If you're lucky enough to have Candace as your physical therapist, trust her, because I think that I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in right now if it wasn't for Candace. So I think Candace a lot. She's great. Candace is very firm, but she's understanding. Candace's whole objective, and I think she wakes up and goes to sleep like this, I swear. I think that she's just like this. No one taught this to her in school, is to really get you fixed and really get you back up and going and together. So if you came here with the intention to feel better, and Candace is your physical therapist, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna be walking. You're gonna be, doing the nene when you leave here. Like, Candace is good. I owe all of my good health, good self-esteem, feeling like myself again to Candace, because she really challenges you. She challenges you to do a good job in physical therapy, and she challenges you to give back into who you really are, because when you're hurt and you don't have the ability to do the things you've done your entire life, it takes a toll on you. So a physical therapist is really a miracle worker. I didn't work a lot with Dawn, but Dawn is the Dawn of physical therapy here at CareMeridian. Dawn, the Dawn. And I got to work with her maybe once or twice, and Dawn is also very thorough. In fact, like, she's Candace Senior, but Dawn is very into form. Dawn knows exactly how you need to do it to perfect it and what's going to really work out. So she's really good at form. I noticed that about her. But then Dawn is the Dawn. She's been doing this forever, so she knows. Let's see. I didn't work with David at all, but David is a good guy. I saw him be really attentive with his patients. I saw him, really take care of his patients, and all his patients seem to have had very good experiences with him, and take him as their personal savior. I mean, the woman who was my roommate, who was working with David, spoke very highly of him, and she had great success. And I don't know if she would have had as much great success if she didn't have someone as uniquely great as David. I didn't work with Gary, but Gary seems like a good guy, and my physical therapist and my occupational therapist seem to have a good relationship with him. Just the other day ago, it was me and my occupational therapist versus Gary and his patient in a beanbag challenge. So Gary's that dude. I think he's up to the challenge with his patients, and he's good. He's dope. We have fill-ins, so let me mention them. Enrique is a substitute here, so if the actual staff is not here, then the subs come in. Enrique was a really good guy. He's very spiritual. He's very grounded. And he's very serious about his work. I loved working with Enrique. He really challenged me. It was no question that I was going to meet his challenge too. I like Brandon, and the reason why I really like substitute Brandon subbed for Candace, is Brandon gives you that shot. If you say, pass me the rock, I can shoot, Brandon is gonna pass you the rock. So I really liked him. The physical therapy department here at CareMeridian is dope. It's not a bunch of machines and just do the machine and we're gonna leave you alone. Everybody's hands in, everybody's attentive, everybody works together to get you all well. The physical therapy department here is dope. The personal side of being here is dope. The relationships between the patients is dope. The staff is dope. The help is dope, you know, so that's good. The only thing with CareMeridian is that I didn't find there to be like a lot of activities. So maybe that's the reason why we all had such personal relationships. On Thursday, I believe that everyone gets together for breakfast or brunch, and you know, they talk like, you know, a nice brunch. And then I know that, you know, we have an abundance of puzzles and crosswords and books available to us. But I think I would have had a lot of fun if I would have had more board games here. Like if we would have had some Jenga or Monopoly or something like that, I would have kicked butt. But, you know, it really was a good experience anyway, though. It's really awesome. You get to have passes, so it's not like jail. You get to go out, and a lot of people do. A lot of people go out to dinner with their family or go home and grab things like I did or what have you. So, I mean, CareMeridian is home away from home and it's family away from family. If you need to go to a physical therapy location here in Vegas, try to get into CareMeridian. Thanks for watching my video and have a good day. Bye.